Hey everybody, thanks for joining me today. I'm actually about to do my team meeting with my 2 virtual assistants. We're going to review our numbers from yesterday and make a game plan for today. I'm also going to show you exactly how I run my business in case you want to do this exact same thing yourself. Let's get started. I'm going to bring my virtual assistants in and they'll join us. How's everyone doing this morning?
Doing great, all good.
Good? Okay, so as you know, I changed our texting a little bit, so we would buy new phone numbers every day and try that out. And that actually increased our spam rate. So I'm doing more playing with it today to try and increase our deliverability so we don't have as high of spam from our texting side. It'll just take playing with it, but still, we had 18 good leads from texting yesterday. Judy, you made 52 phone call follow-ups. That's fantastic. You booked an appointment. I attended that appointment. It was actually so good. The guy's ready to sell right now. We have a guy going on an appointment there here in 30 minutes. So good work. And I listened to the call and it was fantastic. Really good job. Okay, so I'm going to tell you guys exactly how I run my business. Don't reinvent the wheel. This has been done at very high levels before, and that's exactly what I'm doing now. So there are 3 steps to doing this: prospecting, qualifying your leads, and disposition, which is making the money. So when you're prospecting, you start out with a big group of people. You have never contacted them before. You don't know whether or not they're interested in selling their house, if they've already sold it. You know nothing about them. Ideally, you will have pulled them from a list that shows some level of motivation. Maybe they've had a foreclosure in the past, a bankruptcy, divorce, code violation on their property, you name it. For some reason, they've ended up on your radar. So from there, you have to contact these people. We send them to Skip Trace to get a phone number for them. Once we have the phone number, we send them into these funnels: texting and calling. I do texting first. I run everyone through the texting, trying to filter out good leads. And then everyone I was not able to contact, I send them over to the calling funnel and have the cold callers call them. Again, producing more leads. Once you have these leads, these are people who have said, yeah, I've thought about selling, or maybe they're saying, I don't want to sell, but I think I might have to. Something to indicate that they're worth following up with. They end up in your CRM. This CRM is your gold mine. This is your product. Once your leads are in here, you set them on a follow-up schedule. So if they're a warmer lead, you'll follow up with them maybe weekly, every couple weeks, every day if they're like a really hot lead. And then the goal is to qualify these leads. So when you follow up with them, your goal is to find out, do they have a realtor? What's their timeline? What's their price? Why they're selling? Once you have all those things answered, it's time to get out, see the place, try and get them under contract. That brings us to the last step. The last step, disposition. You decide whether to buy it yourself, wholesale it, that's assigning it to a different entity, maybe sending them to a realtor, getting a referral. That's where you decide how you can make money with that lead. So I obviously don't have time to do all this, and I'm not good at all of it. At the beginning, I was doing the texting, I was doing the calling, the follow-up, and the dispo all myself. And I was able to do about 4 transactions in a year. Now we're doing about 4 in a month. And to do that, I have to hire other people who are better than me. That's where I have my assistants in the Philippines, Ren and Judy. Ren manages this text messaging 40 hours a week. She responds to the text messages, tries to find good leads, and submits them to the CRM. I have 2 full-time cold callers. They're doing the calling for me. 40 hours a week, 2 of them trying to produce leads from my prospects and put them in the CRM. I don't even have time to do my own follow-up anymore. I have a few thousand people in my CRM that need touched on a regular basis. I don't have time for that. I'm trying to close deals. So I have Judy, it's her job to love on these people, to figure out what they need, what we can do to help them, and try and get them qualified. Then I can finally come in and do what I'm good at and figure out how to convert these to money, make us revenue. So let's bring on Ren, and she'll talk about what she does in the texting. There you go. Okay.
Hi, I'm Ryan. I'm doing the first phase of our text blast by responding to all incoming messages. My main goal is to confirm if they are the owner of the property. Once they are interested in selling, I will ask them for a few details of the property, and after getting all the information, I will fill up our lead form that's direct to our CRM.
That's perfect. Exactly. And you're real good at it.
Thank you, Bryce.
There. Okay. Now it's on you, Judy. Judy, tell us exactly what you do with the CRM follow-ups.
Oh, hi, my name is Judy. I help Bryce oversee the CRM. I'm calling new leads every day and following up on our nurture leads. I need to know their motivation, their asking price, their timeline. And I also run comms if needed and set an appointment with Bryce.
Exactly. So we pull about 25,000 prospects every month. From there, we're texting like 1,500 people per day, sending out like 3,000 text messages. From there, Ren, about how many contacts do we make a day?
209.
Yeah, 209. More than 200.
Yeah.
Of those, how many good leads do we end up with every day, if you had to guess?
20.
Yeah, we end up with about 20 good leads from this texting every day. And then we end up with, it'll probably be 2 to 4 from the callers every day. So that's about 24, 25 people that end up with you, Judy. How many phone calls would you say you make a day following up with good warm leads in our database?
50 calls a week.
50 calls a day. Yeah, so you can see why there's just not time for me to do what they're doing and still close the deals. Not only is there not time, I'm not as good at their job as they are. Ren has been fantastic at responding to these messages quickly. She's not distracted like I would be trying to run my business. As soon as people respond, she is on those messages. Same thing with Judy. When a new lead comes in here, she touches them right away. As soon as they come in, she's giving them a call. Not only that, but leads who say, maybe follow up with me in a day or so or a week. She's setting those tasks for herself to call, and she spends all day just figuring out how we can help people. So having them help the business helps us help people more efficiently and at more scale. So again, we have 25,000 a month coming in at top, 25 a day coming in from there into our CRM. And then we're closing about 4 or 5 deals a month from that. So all that work leads to about 20,000 in income per transaction. Now again, we did 4 to 5 transactions a month. So that's 80 to 100,000 in revenue for the business every single month. Obviously, all these systems, paying these fantastic people costs a lot of money, reinvested in the business. It's all worth it. From there, I also share profit with these guys. These 2 ladies are part of my team. I'll bring them with me. They're fantastic. They've supported me from the beginning, and I want to reward them for their hard work. So they get a percentage of this profit every time we close a transaction. So thank you guys. we'll do more of these videos as I progress, as the business changes. I know we're going to be adding more of these funnels up top to bring us more leads to follow up with, and that'll change as we bring on more people to manage those leads. But I appreciate you guys so much. Make sure to like, follow, and subscribe to show your support for us, Ren and Judy, what we all do, and I'll see you next time.